Hello students, welcome to your science class. This is Neeru Goyal, your science teacher. Students, today we are going to start with a new lesson, lesson 7, the world of living. Under this lesson, we are going to cover following topics: introduction, characteristics of living things, classification of living things, that is classification of plants, and classification of animals. Classification of plants will be done on the basis of height, lifespan, flowers, habitat, and nutrition. And classification of animals shall be done on the basis of backbone, food habits, reproduction, and body covering. After that, we'll be doing importance of plants and animals. So these are the topics which I'll be covering one by one. Today I'll be taking introduction and I'll be starting with the characteristics of living things. Now students, in the primary classes you have been learning about the living and non-living things. You have learned that how to differentiate between living and non-living things. Like you have learned that living things can breathe, can grow, can move, and non-living things, they do not breathe, grow, or move. So based on that, I had given you one activity which is given in your book, that some specific objectives, few objects are given to you and you have to differentiate or classify them as living and non-living things. So have you done all of you have done the activity? Today I'll discuss it with you. So from these, the living things are cat, baby, elephant, tree, cow, rose flower. Whereas non-living things, chair, pencil, shoes, and book. So these are the living things and these are the non-living things. So clearly you are segregating the living and non-living things under some characteristics. All living things have certain common characteristics. These characteristics are quite different from those of non-living things. So there are few characteristics on basis of which we can tell that the living and non-living things are different. So the next topic which we are going to do is characteristics of living things. Now the living things are having specific characteristics which differentiate them from non-living things. So in this chapter, the characteristics which we are going to learn, or the characteristics on which we are going to differentiate the living things from non-living things, are that living things have cellular structure. Living things grow. Living things need food and water. Living things respire. Living things move. Living things respond to stimuli. Living things reproduce. Living things excrete, and living things have definite lifespan. So these are the characteristics which I will be discussing with you one by one. So today I will be taking up one characteristic, the first characteristics, that is have cellular structure. Living things have cellular structure. That means the living things are made up of cells. Now characteristics of living things, the first which we are going to do is that they have cellular structure. Living things are made up of cells. What are they made up of? Cells. So under the cellular structure, the main topics which I have taken, the main points which I have taken are all living things are made up of cells. Now what are cells? Cell is basic unit of life. It is a very important and basic unit. Like if you have to build a house, the very first thing which you require for the building is a brick. Likewise, if any living organism is there, it is first of all made up of cell. Cell is structural and functional unit of living organism. Structure. Cell gives the structure to the body and it performs some specific functions. Like the brick, it gives the structure to the house and also it protects us from heat, cold and rain. When the bricks they stand one on one, they make a wall and it protects us. Likewise, cell gives the structure to the body and performs some specific functions. So, cell is structural and functional unit of life. Next thing, on the basis of number of cells, the organisms can be segregated into two types: unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Now, unicellular organisms, they are made up of one cell only. Unicellular organisms are those whose body is made up of only one cell. एक ही सेल की बॉडी होती है. Whereas multicellular organisms, these are made up of many cells. Multicellular organisms की बॉडी बहुत सारे cells की बनी होती है. The example for the unicellular organisms, organisms which are having whose body is made up of only one cell: amoeba, bacteria, yeast. Whereas multicellular organisms, the examples: human beings, we all are multicellular, plants and animals. Unicellular organisms, they are visible under microscope only. They are visible under the microscope. We cannot see them by naked eyes. They are visible under the microscope only. So this is the first characteristic, that living things are made up of cells. They have cellular structure. Thank you. Have a nice day.